When was the last time you think somebody was in there?
It's been years. So, let's see, I'd have to say about 15.
Oh, cool. Think we're pissing off the bees.
The hidden door.
I got a little bit of stash in here.
A little bit.
That's V-dub.
I don't know if it's original.
Yeah, it's... I'm thinking a little later. Looks a little on the later side, AM/FM. Go back in here is an outboard, you think, somewhere?
Hmm?
Okay. Actually, I like the little tiny electric one, too. That might be able to go on the Beaver. It's got the right vintage look to it. That looks like 70s.
I can't guarantee that one works.
No, I...
Mark, bring that up.
I'll hand that one to you.
Got it.
Eight horse. That one looks like a good Willer run, huh, guys? See if we can dig that one. His name's any more. Looks heavy, but I think we can get it out of here.
Oh, definitely.
Be that one. So we made a deal on the outboard. Now we're gonna go dig this puppy out. What do you think, her? Yeah, it still turns over. That's a good sign. It did have a vent-hole above it, so Mother Nature's been going on it. But it doesn't seem like it's hurt it if it still turns. Let him do the heavy work.
Tight quarters.
The best invention I ever bought. And they weren't expensive.
Well, it's going to wheel out a toolbox, you know, so we'll see how this goes for us. This might be interesting. Yeah, all the drawers are going to open. You have a key to it? We can lock them up maybe? Or
Yeah.
the bars?
The bar. Drop the bar down.
Okay.
That's what they're made for.
Bunch it all up, I guess.
Up over itself, so that it straight's nice even.
Tuck it down, that lip a little bit. This ought to be a 1,000-pound mess, huh?
What went wrong?
Ready?
I'm on a nut or something over here.
Just keep side up there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, home sweet home. So my hope is to be able to take that, slide it back down, have the wheels hit into the dirt, and be able to stand it back up. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to give that a shot, see how it goes. Yeah, sure. Not sketchy at all. That's not sketchy. You only caught it by the bolt. You don't have it by the frame. Teeter-totter. I think we'll set that down right there and we'll roll it into the garage. Home sweet home. Alright, so I say we get the bus out of here and we'll get some working room. We'll start opening all these drawers on the toolbox. I only opened a few on there to give a quick look. I saw a bunch of mouse nest material and that kind of thing. So I know it's got a bunch of issues. And I don't even know what we got for tools. So let's get that taken care of. We'll get into it and we'll see what kind of prizes we have on the inside. Alright, let's crack her open. You can go. Let's go to the left-hand side first. We'll work our way down. Think we're gonna get a mouse? And everything's gonna be pushed to the back. There you go. Yeah, just some miscellaneous. I don't think anything. Nothing special there. It's like paperwork for the toolbox itself. A mag light. First aid kit. And something that shifted to the back. What we got here? Maybe rearrange that camera a little bit. There we go. Torch is a self-lighting one. Yep. Whether it works or not, we'll go find out. Plumb bob. Some sawzall blades, more sawzall blades, ruler, bunch of drill bits, a lifetime supply of tie wraps, Weldon helmet. Is that auto darkening or is it just a? It's just a regular one. And couple of putty knives, a tray, cable, some moldy gloves, alright, let's go kick her over to the middle. Ooh, does it get windy out? We'll wait on that one. Oh, we got some sockets. What are the brands on these? Stanley? I think it's Stanley. So go through those, see what kind of sets we got. There's probably a wrench that fell out of the drawer above it. Cement bits, there's a bag of sockets, metric. 3/8 drive metric. 1/4 and 3/8. I don't know what that is. A deep. That one's pretty decent. Keep going. Hardware. It actually all stayed too. I'm surprised. The drawer's falling off. That's decent. We can keep that. We can locate that out of the toolbox. So more hardware, and it stayed. Busting up cement. Busting up cement. What is this? GFI plug? I think so, yeah. Hammer belt. Got a drill. A 1/2 inch reversible. Is it a hammer drill? Regular drill. And looks like we got a set of impact sockets. What are they made by? Are they China or are they Taiwan? 6 shallow impacts. Let's go. We'll have some for there because I don't think we have a set of those here. Everything's in there. A couple of taps. Those are good. Little step drill bits. Looks like some small ones too. What's the name on them? Is there a name on it? Need my eyeball fixtures. Hold on. Unibit. I think that's a decent one. It doesn't look like a Harbor Freight setup. All right, see what else we got. Section number 3. Bunch of files. Nut driver. I don't know if there's a set there. I see 3 pieces. Funky pair of scissors. Empty ammo pack set. Couple of vice grips, and they're real vice grips. They're decent. That's probably a punch set. Yep. That's for tape. If you ever get old masking tape and it doesn't want to come off the reel, actually this is foam. This is a 2-sided tape, it looks like. But even with the 2-sided tape or any tape that you get, if it doesn't work, throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. You know, when it just rips when it comes apart, you put it in the microwave, it loosens the glue up. A lot of times it recovers. Jesus, the winds are kicking up. Bunch of envelopes. What is that? Whatever it is, it's ideal. Wire crimpers, wire strippers, needle nose. This is supposed to be for getting rid of sharp edges. Oh, the bits are in it, good. So this is when you cut metal. And go on there, it's probably a quick release. There you go. Yeah, so that takes the edge off of metal after you cut it. Deburring tool. And what we got down in the big drawer? Leather knee pads, nylon ones, big extension cord, a vise. It looks like I had a vise set up here on the toolbox too, some holes drilled for it. Let's see, I actually don't see as much mouse damage as I thought we were going to run into. Either that or when I flipped it over, it all went back. All right, we got what, the big drawer on top to go do yet? Let's go see if that one will open for us. We're going in. Can you see? There you go. I'd say a bunch of miscellaneous. I'm not seeing anything. That's funky. What's that? 1983 razor blades. Those are good. Made USA. A couple hammers. Carpenter's hammer. Another rivet gun. I think that's supposed to be an air gun. A couple of locks with no keys. Some gooiness to it. Actually, it's not. I was expecting a ton of mouse damage. That probably had a bunch of this junk laying in it. Ha! You didn't expect that, did you? Me neither. Right. So now, well, we got the one drawer below it where the wrench is stuck in it. It may have some wrenches in it. Let me go work on getting that one open. So I believe it's this one. There you go. We can exactly call that a set. Maybe. larger set. And then a tiny set. Nothing in between though. It's all right. I think I have some of that stuff. All right, I'm gonna go empty all this crap out. We're gonna go put all the tools on the bench, all the stuff that's worthwhile, and then we're gonna start rearranging this toolbox to make it a little more user-friendly for me, and put her to work. Here's the vise. Should probably crack that open, huh? Like I said, I think that was mounted right here. Don't know if I want to go put that back up there. It might even be new, never even hooked up. Yeah. Small. That's a different spread than what was on there. A little toy. Because there's another one already on my bench right there. So that toolbox is going to be right here. So I don't know how much I'm going to care about that. This is one I had in my basement for the longest time. That's going to sit on top of this. What's wrong about this box over here? It's got this weird kind of tray set up in the back, and it's blocked off. You can't put anything right up against the wall. It doesn't lean up against the back wall very well. And just the setup of the drawers are not very conducive to trying to set wrenches up here. I'll give you a tour of this one real quick. Again, this is just my home setup. I've been kind of grabbing stuff at yard sales and throwing them in here so that I have something for home. Nothing's organized. And this side we just got a couple of power tools. I'm probably just going to kick this to the other side of the garage and try to keep all the mechanical tools in this one. We'll see this one too. More junk. Miscellaneous. This is the wrenches for the mid-size. Nothing really. And nothing really. Alright, we go get to cleaning and fill up that bench. Toolbox is all emptied out, and here's the after haul. I'm gonna call it. Through the other stuff that was really trash that I'm not going to use away. But there's a decent amount of bits and pieces in here. Some stuff is like I got a million of miscellaneous Allen wrenches and that kind of thing. Some files for homework. I don't know if I want to do homework. I'd rather stick with wrenching. Sockets. We got a decent amount. I just filled up one of the totes with stuff that was rolling around in there. Whether there's sets in there, I don't know yet. And then there's some in this bag yet. I have some the metal racks that hold these. Unfortunately, they are at the shop. And I'm going to probably go take a ride and get them because I also do not have a shop back here. And I do have two over at the garage. So I'm going to go grab that and go vacuum that box out of there. There's all the hardware bins sitting on the floor. The only thing I have not done is pulled the bottom 3 drawers out. I'm sure there's a bunch of crap from when I put it on its side that fell down to the back and ran down. Let's really quickly pop those out and see what we got. It's got a couple of levers on the side that you lift up on. That one and that one. Where is it? Maybe not. Up, down, which way is the right way? See your wrench. Quick peek. I don't see anything in that far one. What we got down here? Bunch of hardware. One of them from 1983. Nut driver, drill bit. Not too much. I expected to see more actually. And before I take off to get some necessities, let's go try that torch. See if that'll work for us. Be nice to have one of these here. What do you think? I'm gonna say probably works. Oh yeah. Yeehaw. Nice. My favorite part so far. And these were my toolboxes that were at the house, but they went to the big house with all my stash, and I ordered extra of these guys. I like using these because you can pick them up and walk away with them and bring them to your project and put them back. So we'll grab these. There's some more. That should be more than enough. that shop vac can go to the house. Maybe a funnel or 3. Some different sizes going here. We'll get that one, that little one. We'll call that good. So we get a can of some kind of lube for the sliders on the drawer. That'll work. Ice cream break. You got your own coming. That's gross. Back at the office. Got her all empty, vacuumed out rather. I'm just gonna go run around. Do that to all the drawers. Well, that's all set. Now we gotta go organize what we're gonna go put where. I kind of like it set up, this big drawer right here, all my sockets and everything will go in there. Hopefully it will fit in that capacity. And then I go from like most common to least common as you go further and further away. Plus, you got to work with the drawers what fits too. So it'll probably be screwdrivers, pliers, and wrenches in these 3. Then you start getting into hammers and bigger items, pry bars, that kind of thing as the lower ones. The outskirts, we'll figure that out as we go along. So what I'm going to go do, I'm going to go empty everything I got out here for sockets on the bench. I'm gonna go get all the clips in, get them all organized into little racks, see what I have, and then we'll go see about setting it up. Plus I can make myself a little shopping list of things that I need. So here's a good example. All that stuff in that case, you have to go put that in the toolbox, locked up. Every time you got to go in it, open it up, go find, hunt around for what you want. You put them on these racks. As soon as you open the drawer, you can see what you have and you're ready to go grab it and take the whole thing just with you if you want to go work with it instead of trying to dig the case out and bring that with you. And the aftershock. That's pretty good, huh? A little more organized. I kind of like to lay them this way because every time when you open and close the door, they don't get slammed around and move too much. Whereas if you turn all this stuff sideways, it has a tendency to roll around. The other toolbox I have going the other direction, I got dividers that kind of keep everything secured. And once you get them so full, all the gaps are kind of filled in, really nothing moves around anyway. So that's a definite improvement. I got a lot of doubles of stuff. A lot of those 3A sets in the middle are pretty much repeating each other, but at some point I'll make a little handheld toolbox for cars and I'll kick some of that out of there. All right, I'm gonna go fast forward. I'm gonna knock out a bunch of the other stuff and I'll just kind of bring you back. And that's our end result parking spot. Yes, the refrigerator has to go in the house at some point. Here's the layout. Let's go see what we got. That one you already saw. That came out pretty good. I have some drawers that I've left actually empty. It's a screwdriver drawer. Plier drawer, essentially. Cutting stuff, clamping stuff, and stuff in between. Wrenches, I have to get the racks. I like to stand them on the little racks that you set up a whole set. You tape them to the bottom of the drawer and then you do another set over here the opposite direction. You just kind of fill the whole space in, but you'll know right away, here's a 13mm, where to go grab it, and it goes back in the same place. You know if one's missing. And 2 drawers will be the wrenches. So that's still to be determined. Check these out. Looks like it has a little bit of adjustment to make. Homemade. And hammer drawer. Overflow of oddballs. It's drills and sanders and impact guns, heat gun, drills and bits. The second one is close to it, kind of the same idea. Chapman set, Allen wrenches, Allen packs, taps. That is the punch set. That is a Dremel, files and chisels. On this side we have a saw and a drill. overflow, overflow, overflow. That is cutting and measuring. And this is kind of electrical, I'm going with right now. The top box is pretty much empty, kind of the same idea. It's gonna sit here for, as stuff comes in, it gives you place to expand. And eventually what I'll do is I'll take a marker and I'll just write on each drawer what they are, because I'll forget how many times I walk over and you just grab the wrong one. So, but that has worked out pretty good. At least it's kind of cleaned things up a little bit, gives me something to work with, where before it was really just a disaster. Everything was really cobbled together. I think the other cabinet, which is that one right there, I took the back off of it, the thing that sat behind it, and sat it on top. I might get rid of it altogether, I'm not sure. That little vise I might put over there because the grinders are on the wall. So sometimes I give an area to go work over there. I have a flux core welder I want to set up somewhere over here. Maybe set it on top of that or on its own cart, not sure yet. But I want to do all that for like hardware, tie wraps, some of the stuff that came in with this, rags, containers, that kind of thing. I think we're going to set that one up with, because the drawers are kind of sucky on it. It's not really good for rolling in and out, using constantly, but you know, for the stuff that you don't use that much. I think it took a crash at some point. It's really caved in on one side pretty bad, and somebody hammered it back out and fixed it, but it's pretty tough. Alrighty guys, for those who had missed the old shop, I did plan on getting things together here a little bit more functional, and once in a while doing something easy. I can kind of go pick at working on things inside here, because I raped everything and brought it over to the other shop, the big shop. But I do want this one to be somewhat functional. But the Woo flu got in the way, and all my yard sales that I was supposed to restock this place got screwed up last year. So this year, I think by the end of the year, I'll have it taken care of, and we'll have stuff functional that we can kind of pick away and do some things in here, and have the little wrenching session, wrenching sessions to go pick away. And if I get something little or small around the house that needs mechanical repairs, we'll turn the camera on. A lot of guys seem to like hanging out in this garage more than hanging out in the other one. I do too in a way, but the other one has just that much more space to be able to do what I need to do. All right guys, I'm rambling. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you soon. Bye. But before you go, you want to take the jumper pack and hook it to that little electric trolling motor and see if it does anything. The gas one we'll do at a different date, but let's go grab the jumper pack and stick that on the bench and see if it makes any noise. Pinch her by the shaft. We get a, let's probably get it that way. So you see what we're doing. As long as the blade doesn't hit anything. It's got this funky, it's kind of flapping around. Maybe we'll just go a little weed deflector. Looks like it's aftermarket though, huh? Let's get rid of that. Is it clear? Let's see if it works first before I start investing in it. That's the controller for it. Let's get the jumper pack on it. See what we get. Right, what we got? That doesn't feel like it turns very well. Looks like the back's broken off of it. What does the light do? That's what a light does. It turns the light on. Alright, let's go forward. And clear. Oh yeah. Reverse. Nice. Let's go. Does this work? Yeah. Nice. We just got to take that knob off, fix whatever mounts that switch on the back side of it there. Oh, is that a battery gauge? I don't even know what it is. What does that do? Well, that was easy. The Beaver, yeah, there's jokes there, is a machine I put together 3 or 4 years ago. It's an amphibious vehicle. It is the worst vehicle I've ever ridden, driven, rid on. It's just horrible. Anyway, it's from the 60s. It's a 3-wheeled amphibious vehicle that is supposed to be propelled by the tires, and it's just horrible. You get it in the water, forget it, you don't go anywhere. So one of the thoughts was to throw a vintage trolling motor on the back of it, and if we can rig that up at some point and put that on there, we maybe give that a second shot and see if we're able to put it across the water a little bit better than what it did on the first time. All right, guys, now I'm done. I'll see you. Bye. I give up. What is that? I wonder if it's like a Cushman or something. Kind of neat, like a Craftsman seat, but that's from something else. Missing drive. It's a sweeper. Street sweeper or a lawn sweeper? You think an engine sat here? Or there's an engine in it? Oh, it looks like something. It looks like it probably sat right there, huh? This is another cover that opens up. It's a big open area right here. That's what the tongs are that did the sweeping. Yeah, the engine was right here. They cut it off. It was. Too much for me. Thought it was interesting though. Let's check out the snowblower. Old Toro, dead Toro. Pass on that too.